Good morning, everyone. Today is Zayin Adar. Zayin Adar is the birth date and the yahrzeit of Moshe Rabeinu, and also Richard's father, Moshe ben. Forgot already. Aryeh ben Moshe. Thank you. And also Zalman Miller's mother, Yehudis Bas Yaakov. You wrote her mother's name. I found out her father's name. Okay. So it's a very special day. And today we conclude chapter 27 in Tanya. So I know, Charlie, you got to go, but we're on page 91 in the Chayenu. We're going to conclude one of the most exciting chapters of the Tanya. Please mute your phone if you join us on Zoom. Thank you. In today's lesson, when a person subdues their impulse, they elicit a holiness that consequently gives tremendous assistance to the person in the divine service. So yesterday we talked about celebrate your victories over your Yetzer Hara, over the Sitra Achra. But even if they're not things that are forbidden, even if they're things that you push off speaking Devarim B'Telim, idle words that are not necessary, or you're not the first one to run and grab a cookie right after davening, however exciting and enticing they are. Right? Okay, so what happens? You're happy and you raise up this beautiful nachas to Hashem, and he in turn has this great glory and holiness that is elevated on high. Hashem has tremendous nachas. What happens from there? Once Hashem receives this nachas and this holiness up above, he reciprocates, he sends back down holiness and love and blessings to us. So we're not doing it for selfish reasons, God forbid. We want to do it for Hashem, but we also get benefit from it. And Hashem assists us with great and powerful aid in our divine service, in our next battle with the Yetzer Hara, in whatever comes our way. This is what our sages meant when they say, Adam mekadesh atzmei ma'at lamata, mekad shenoisei harbe milmaila. If a person makes himself holy, does holy things, and works and does his service of Hashem down here, then Hashem sanctifies him greatly from above. So that's a tremendous benefit. That's a fact. That's besides the fact that he was able to fulfill the mitzvah from the Torah when he sanctifies himself with permissible matters, when he does a mitzvah and when he does things that are holy, and he thereby he fulfills viskadishtem, to make yourself holy, sanctify yourself. Sanctify yourself and be holy. So apart from the consolation that not only should we not be upset when an evil thought comes our way, but we should be happy and excited that we were able to fulfill the mandate and the mitzvah of pushing away the evil and fulfilling good, even things that are not necessarily evil, but are not necessarily godly, they're maybe selfish. So we should be very gratified and thrilled. The meaning of to sanctify yourself is chetasu atzmechem kedoshim. You should make yourself holy. I think this fits right into the parsha where Hashem wants us to make a dwelling place, as we say in the first part of the parsha, is also the mikdash v'shachanti b'seicham. Hashem wants you to make a dwelling place within yourself, so that He can come and hang out with you and dwell amongst you. So that's how we make ourselves holy. We sanctify ourselves, not just with the mitzvahs necessarily, but even the things that we don't have to do that are not necessarily mitzvahs. And then when it leads, Hashem gives us extra strength to do the things that we have to do and that we're supposed to do. That's to say, although in truth, one is not holy and separate from the Sitra Achra, it's still there, it's still bugging him, it's still regurgitating itself in the back of his mind. He might be distracted in the middle of davening or whatever the case may be. Nevertheless, the Sitra Achra of his animal soul is still, as at birth, in its full strength. Like we said a couple of days ago, we're on the battlefield. We're going to be constantly fighting the good fight every day of our lives. And when we realize that, we're not going to say, how come I'm not a general? Because this is our station. We're a paratrooper. We're a foot soldier. We're going door to door, fighting the Yetzer Hara every single day. So it's not going to, we're not going to change our station. This is the battle that we're in. The word Kedusha, holiness, means setting apart, meaning separation from the unholy. So the pasuk means one should sanctify himself, even if he must yet make himself holy and separate from the Sitra Achara, for at his present level, his heart still desires those things and the things that derive from those things. So how do we separate from ourselves when it's a part of us? Okay, we have momentary, we're davening Shemona Esrei, we're fighting to have that proper kavanah. We're doing a mitzvah. We're trying to do the best we can. Even at this level, he subdues and masters his evil impulse and makes himself holy, even in the heat of the battle. And he separates himself from the Sitra Achara. That's really not separate, it's still a part of him, but he somehow removes himself from thinking along those lines. And then the pasuk continues, and then you will be holy. So the words be holy, which in their simple sense is a command, can also be understood as conveying a promise. Hashem tells you, Hashem says, ultimately, in the end, a person will truly be holy and will be removed from the Sitra Achara. When will that be? At the end of the day, is lost in love. But let's keep on trying, because that will happen. We do our part, and then Hashem will make us holy from above. And with his assistance, exactly what we said when we finished yesterday, and we said it many times, chazak, chazak, v'nis chazeh. We strengthen ourselves with a lot of strength, and then Hashem makes us stronger. So how do we truly subdue the Sitra Achara and the Yetzer Hara? We keep on fighting the good fight. And through this aid from Hashem, we will expel the Sitra Achara from his heart little by little, so that even in his heart, he will no longer have any desire for anything originating in the realm of Sitra Achara. Maybe it'll still be there, but we'll be able to put it in its place and keep on pushing it further and further away from interrupting our Avodas Hashem. So the toolbox for success in divine service is little victories, are not small and immaterial. We need those small victories. We need to win the little battles. They reflect your desire to be holy. And when we do that, Hashem reciprocates with sanctification and energy to continue growing. What a beautiful thought. And I'll end with this concept of trachkut v'zayngut, especially when you feel like today's davening didn't go so well. I got distracted. I was thinking about something else and my mind was all over the place. Don't worry. Tomorrow's another day. Mincha, we have another opportunity. Kabbalah Shabbos. Shabbos is coming. We're now fully invested in the month of Adar. So we think good and it will be good. And don't forget, every single day in the month of Adar, we have to increase in joy. The happier and the more joyous we are, the more impossible the task of the Yetzer Hara becomes. You can't get us because we're so happy, we're so enthusiastic, we have so much passion. Just like you said in this same chapter we started on Shabbos, that if a person is fighting against someone else who may be stronger and bigger with more experience, but he's lazy and sluggish, and we have that energy and that pep in our step, then we'll win the battle. Or the smaller person, the person with less strength, will win the battle because of his positive energy and because of his enthusiasm. So go get him, Chavra. Have a wonderful Shabbos and Marbim B'Simcha, and we'll see you at Mitzvah Hashem after Shabbos. Thanks, guys.